Hello everyone. Today in this video we will going to learn about 10 delta and how we perform 10 delta testing. So before we go to what is 10 delta, let's see why the 10 delta is important. So in any electrical substation there is CT, PT, CVT or transformer connected. So if we consider the CVT, that is capacity voltage transformer, or PT, then between there is the HV terminal and the LV terminal there is bushing. So let me draw. Uh, so if we see that if this is CVT, this is the HV terminal and this is the LV terminal. So let's say this is 110 kV. 110 kV. So this is the bushing. So normally when this 110 kV is connected and this is the earth potential, then this the bushing is behave as a capacitance. Bushing is behave as a capacitor. So in the ideal condition, the current flow from 110 HV side, the primary side, to the secondary side, this current should be 0. But the normally this current is not 0, but this is very minimum value current is flowing through this. So through the factory there is some acceptance current that is permissible to this primary winding to secondary winding. But if the current will increase to the permissible value, then there might be some insulation failure. This might be damage to the CVT or the equipment that is connected to this. So to see what is the current, what is the resistive current, what is the leakage current, we perform the 10 delta testing. I hope you will I hope you can understand the basic, what is the basic of the 10 delta, why we perform 10 delta. So now let us understand that why let us understand that first what is 10 delta. So the 10 delta is nothing but the ratio of resistive component. The ratio of 10 delta is nothing but the ratio of resistive component to the ratio of capacitive component. See what I have said you, that there is the leakage current flowing through the primary winding to the secondary winding. So the 10 delta is the ratio of resistive current to the ratio of capacitive current. So what you can now understand that what may be the value of 10 delta, it should be maximum or minimum. See, this is directly proportional. So the value of 10 delta, since the value of IR should be as minimum as possible, tends to 0. So the value of 10 delta should be minimum. So if we see in the graph, then see, if this is IC, see this is IR resistive component, this is IC, and this is the graph 10 delta current, 10 delta IT, 10 delta current. So this theta is the 10 delta angle. This theta is the 10 delta angle. So this angle should be minimum as much as possible. It should not go maximum. It should not go maximum. If there is the maximum, if the angle is increasing, then there might be problem in the insulation of the CVT. So I hope you can understand what is 10 delta. 10 delta is nothing but the ratio of resistive component, resistive current component to the capacitive current component. This 10 delta is also called dissipation factor, since there is the current flowing, dissipating current is flowing, or the loss angle, So now you can understand why 10 delta, what is 10 delta. Now you might be think that why the dissipation factor, why the leakage current is increasing if we test the 10 delta, we do RM of the CVT. Why the leakage current is increasing? There are several reasons why the leakage current is increasing. Number one, it may be the change in the environment. The environment change is one of the factor that the leakage current is increasing. The second is the humidity. Third is the dust exposure. Maybe some of the dust go inside the CVT or PT, so the leakage current increase due to that. Fourth is the fault. If the fault happen in the line, so the CVT or the equipment associated with the fault is associated in the fault might experience some high current. So due to the high current, some insulation failure may be there. So due to this also some leakage current increased. So how the 10 delta is performed? See, again we draw. This is the CVT. Okay, this is the LV point and this is the HV point. HV point is connected to, let's say, 110 kV line. 110 kV line. So before performing the 10 delta, the equipment to which the 10 delta testing is to be done should be must isolated from the live part, should be must isolated. So this should be isolated. So this should be isolated. So this is the jumper. So if this is the 10 delta kit, there is one HV terminal, there is one LV terminal. Let's say this is HV terminal. So this HV terminal should be connected to there, and this LV terminals is to be connected to LV side, and we inject the voltage of 2 kV, 4 kV, 6 kV. Let's say, in after few minutes I will show you in the practical way also. In the real view I will show you. Just understand that how is the connection is made. So this is how the connection is made. Now let us see the real view. See, this is the 10 delta kit. In the 10 delta kit you will see that this is the high voltage connection, this is the high voltage connection, this is the low voltage connection. This red one is the high voltage, this is the low voltage connection. There is the humidity sensor connection, there is the temperature sensor. See what I have said, that before doing the 10 delta, the temperature should be normal. There should be no maximum temperature, there should be no, the temperature ranges should be not greater than the permissible, and there should be no the lesser temperature also. The temperature limit is preferable 25 to 35 degrees Celsius, and the humidity should be minimum as much as possible. So before doing the 10 delta, we should see this, the preliminary kind of things. So this is the things. So next, see, this is the humidity and the temperature sensor. This senses the if there is the variation in the temperature of the environment, then this blow horn, and this is the humidity sensor. This is the high voltage connection and this is the low voltage connection. See, this is the CVT. So there we made the HV connection. There we made the HV connection to this. There we made the HV connection from the 10 delta kit there. So this is the HV connection, and this is the LV connection. See, one thing might be you are thinking that there is the see, first of all, you might be thinking that for doing the 10 delta, what would we have the expected result? What we expect from the 10 delta? What we are measuring? Which insulation we are measuring? Most of the people thinks that the insulation, this bushing insulation present there, we are measuring the insulation of that part. But no, this is wrong. We are not measuring that insulation. I can show you. Wait, what we are measuring. See, again we draw the CVT. This is the CVT. Okay. See, this is the CVT, this is the conductor, this is the conductor which come from a primary winding, and this is the secondary winding conductor. Okay, see, around the conductor there is impregnated insulated paper are wounded around the conductor. See, again I repeat what I have said. This is the conductor. Around the conductor, insulation is given through this impregnated insulated paper, and this insulated paper is dissolved to the in the oil. This insulated paper is dissolved in the oil. This insulated paper is dissolved in the oil. I hope you understand. So the tapping is taken from this LV winding. There is a junction box. So this tapping is taken from this insulated paper to this junction box and is grounded. Normally it is grounded. So while doing 10 delta, what we are measuring? We are measuring the insulation of this impregnated paper and the oil. And the insulated oil present over this impregnated paper. So while doing 10 delta, we are measuring this insulation, not the insulation of this bushing. No. I hope you understand the point what I am saying. Yes. So while doing 10 delta, we remove this the insulated 10 delta point. This is 10 delta point. Tap is taken from the inside the impregnated paper, and normally it is grounded. So while doing 10 delta, there is the provision of the HV side. There is the provision of the HV side, but there is no provision from the LT side because this impregnated paper is inside the bushing. So what we do, there is the provision of the 10 delta point, or called CX point. So we remove this ground wire, remove with this ground, and we connect this secondary 10 delta point to the kit of this 10 delta kit secondary point. Now we come to the image. See, HB side we have seen that the connection has made. Secondary side, you can see this is the 10 delta point connection. This is the 10 delta point where it is connected. So what we do, we remove this 10 delta point or CK point from its terminal, and we connect the kit to this. You can see this. We connect this from the CX point or 10 delta point of the CVT. The connection has been made. So this is the LV connection has been made from there. Now we inject the voltage. So first we inject a small amount of voltage and see if there is no abnormality found. If the 10 delta point is coming right. So first we inject 2 kV. First we inject the voltage of 2 kV. We inject the voltage of 2 kV. We wait and we see what is the 10 delta. What is the 10 delta value? If the 10 delta value is coming around 0.2, then okay, the value is good. Then we proceed for the higher voltages. Then we go for 4 kV. Okay, 1 minute. First we perform the testing from 2 kV voltage. Then we first see the value. What is the value of 10 delta? If it is good, then we go for the 4 kV. Then we go for the 6 kV, and up to this we perform the value up to 10 kV. Up to 10 kV we perform the 10 delta test. If the 10 delta value comes in the range of 0.4, if the 10 delta value is less than 0.4, then it is okay, then it is acceptable in most of the cases. For the 110 kV CVT, if you perform 10 delta, if the value is less than 0.4, then it is okay. If the value go beyond 0.4, then some internal abnormality either in the oil or in the insulated paper must be there, that we have to check. So the value of 10 delta must be less than 0.4. If it is there, then it is okay. So this is how we perform the 10 delta testing. I hope you have clear that what is 10 delta, why we do 10 delta, how we do 10 delta. So there is also the different modes of the 10 delta, like UST, ungrounded specimen test, GST, grounded specimen test. In the next video, we will see about the different modes of 10 delta, that is UST mode and GST mode, the underground specimen test, and the GST mode, the ground specimen test. We will see more deeply about the 10 delta in the next video. Have any question, you can ask in the comment section. I will try to answer your question. Okay, till then, bye bye.